Do we have any new students here today? Come with me, sir, while the rest of you review. Thank you. Sit down for me, please. Can you sit for me over here? Thank you, sir. What's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob? Jacob, I'm Jeremiah. How you doing?
Pretty good.
What brings you in here today?
Just want to learn jiu-jitsu.
You want to learn jiu-jitsu? Have you ever trained before?
Nope.
No? So, have you ever been to Gracie University or anything?
No.
You know what the trap and roll escape is?
Never heard of it.
No? Cool. You got any friends here, Jacob?
Nope.
No? Awesome. So, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is about using leverage and effectiveness and conserving our energy. So, Jacob, I want to show you, in a fight, two guys will get in a tussle, right? 90% of the time, the fight goes to the ground. When the fight goes to the ground, usually the bigger and stronger opponent gets on top.
Yeah.
Yeah? So Jacob, what I want to show you here is what Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is all about. One technique that kind of shows you what leverage is all about. So, lay down for me here with your head pointing this way and your feet this way.
Okay.
So, what we call this is the mount position. And from this position, you have to imagine we were in a tussle. We fell down. You have to pretend that I'm the bigger, stronger opponent. I landed on top. It's bad, very bad for you because I can reach your face and you can't reach mine.
Okay.
See how that can be bad?
Yeah.
So, if you were in this situation, tell me what you think you would do to get out of it.
Well, I'd push it off.
You push me off, but what if I just swam through and I can come back down?
Move your knees.
Move my knees, that's a good option, that's a good option. Anything else you can think of?
I suppose I'd hit you in the groin.
You could hit me in the groin, that's a very common thing. So, you could hit me in the groin, and if you hit me 100% perfect, it might knock me out, but I can still reach you and you can't reach me, and now I'm very angry. So that might be bad, right?
Yeah.
So, in slow motion without punching me or kicking me, kind of show me what you would do to get out of this situation. Push, that's good, that's very good. Push it on my knees, that's excellent. A lot of people try that. Cool. Sweet. So, see how much energy you used?
Yeah.
Now let me show you what I would do.
Okay.
So, what I want you to do is I want you to get on top of me with your knees here.
Alright.
Cool. Now Jacob, what I want you to do is I want you to hold on as tight as you can and don't let me get up.
Right.
I want you to get up. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
You got a good firm hold?
No.
You're not going to let me up?
Oh.
You see that?
Wow.
I just went from being on the bottom in a very bad situation to now being on top, where I can either get on top of you again or I can turn and run. I'm out of here. So, let me show you what happened here. When you were on top of me, you were pushing back, pushing to the side, which I was putting my hand out like this for base. This way I was putting my hand out for base too. You're pushing on my knees, but it doesn't really get me out of the fight. But when you grab me, I brought my hands inside, and I secured one of your arms here, and then secretly, down here, this is where all the magic happens. I trapped your foot, and then I bridged my hips, I took you over. Let me show you one more time. So, I had your arm, and your foot here, and I was holding it very secure, blocking this whole side of your body off, and I bridged my hips very high straight up, and I want you to resist. And that can do. Alright? Changes the world. So, lay down for me again with your head this way and your feet this way. Let's show you how easy this stuff is. So, I want you to grab a hold of my arm.
Okay.
It's very good, very good. See how you're grabbing my arm with your fingers and your thumb? There's a hole here that I can get my hand out. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab my arm this way, cupping it. We call this a monkey grip. Now, I can't get my arm away.
That's weird.
Yeah, I want you to glue that to your chest. And here, this is a very good grip, very strong. That just keeps my arm from going back. I want you to trap my foot. Can I go my arm, please?
Yeah.
I want you to trap my foot just like that, and your knee flare out a little bit. Perfect. I want you to bring this leg up.
Okay.
Awesome. Now, what I want you to do here is I want you to bridge your hips very high, and I want you to roll to the trapped side of my body. Yes. Feel like gravity did the work for you?
That was weird.
Lay down again, please. So, as you're securing my arm and my leg, and you're gluing it to your body, and you lift your hips up, I have nowhere to put my hand out here to stop myself from falling. So therefore, gravity does the work for you. You want to do it again? Try it one more time. Feel that?
It's much easier.
It's way easier. You're using way less energy. Lay down for me.
Okay.
We also have classes in the trap and roll. We also have classes that deal with the neck hug. And also, if I'm hitting from here, we have classes that cover that too. So, what we're doing here in the academy, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, is it's all about energy conservation. Elio Gracie was a very small, frail man, and he had to develop a system that worked for him to be able to defeat larger opponents. So, if we were in a fight and we were losing energy at the same rate, eventually, me, the smaller guy, is going to run out of energy, and the bigger guy is going to have someone in the tank to beat me. Our philosophy behind this is that as we run out of energy, if I'm using less energy than my opponent, eventually my opponent's going to run out of energy, and I'll be able to arm lock him, submit him, choke him, win the fight. So, the way this class works is we have a Gracie Combatives card here for all our students. And the way this works is there's 600 techniques in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, 36 essential techniques they broke down in what's called the Gracie Combatives program. And the way they came up with these techniques is that they studied a lot of footage and a lot of fights and challenge matches. And out of all the 600 techniques, 36 techniques won more fights than the rest of the techniques combined. So Jacob, when you sign up, we'll print out a card like this. And the way this works is the 23 classes, we call it 1, 2, 3 blue. So one time through your card, through your Gracie Combatives card, you will have a basic understanding of the techniques. Every class there's a ground technique and a standing technique. We can do these techniques in any order, and there's no experience necessary for any of the classes. You don't have to have this class in order to come to this class. So you can come in any order, whatever fits your schedule. And as we do these, you'll go through the second time, and then you qualify for what we call the reflex development class, where we start linking the techniques together to kind of show you how they work together in a fight. The third time through these techniques, you'll qualify for what's called the blue belt. The blue belt means that you've mastered the Gracie Combatives program, the 36 techniques, enough to qualify for the advanced classes where we teach you the other techniques in the 600. But the 36 core techniques you'll have mastered in conjunction with each other in the reflex development classes to really make them work together. So, like these guys are reviewing now, you'd have a card like this, we'd give it to you, you'd review your latest techniques. Does that make sense, Jacob? Yeah. Now, we have these calendars like this that tell you what time the classes are and which class we're working on. Like today we're working on class 6, which is a straight arm lock from the mount. And we have these printed out. You can pick one up, take it home with you so you can review whatever classes we're going to do. And the cool thing about this program is in the Gracie Combatives program, when you sign up, after the 10-day trial, we have a 10-day trial. Did you hear about that yet? Okay, the 10-day trial is you come in, you do this class, if you love it, on the way out you'll see the receptionist. She'll give you a free gi like this to wear. I want you to try the classes. I want you to try this out for 10 days. A lot of places you go to want you to sign up the first day. I don't want you to do that. I want you to know that you love this program. So you have 10 days, 10 calendar days here to come in and do as many unlimited classes of the Gracie Combatives that you're going to get to. And if you love it, at the end of that 10 days, you sign up and then you have access to what's called GracieUniversity.com. And on there, you can get on there and review the techniques that we're going to go over. The Gracies have it all laid out online, what classes they match up with what we're doing in here. And then also, you can go to any certified training center in the world and train there for free for up to 2 weeks. which even means you could go to Torrance, California, where the Gracies are at, and train at their academy if you're on vacation out there for free. So Jacob, it's a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
I don't know any other class or school that offers that kind of incentive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what you learned here today, you could go to any certified training center and it's taught the exact same way. So Jacob, what do you think? Think you want to try a class out?
Definitely.
Cool. So what we do is we'll review our techniques. They're almost done reviewing their techniques right now. We'll line up on the wall. We'll ask questions to each other. All these students in here that have the little stripes on their belts, those students have been here long enough. Those are the students that you kind of want to pair up with. That way you can get the techniques right and you can learn from them and ask questions. And then if you have something that just doesn't feel right, just yell and we'll come over and help you out.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Awesome, Jacob. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.